Exodus chapter 38, New American Standard Version. Then he made the altar of burnt offering of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide, square, and 3 cubits high. He made its horns on its 4 corners, its horns being of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with bronze. He also made all the utensils of the altar, the pails, the shovels, the basins, the meat forks, and the fire pans. He made all the utensils of bronze. And he made for the altar a grating of bronze netting beneath, under its ledge, reaching halfway up. He also cast 4 rings on the 4 ends of the bronze grating as holders for the poles. He made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze. Then he inserted the poles into the rings on the side of the altar, with which to carry it. He made it hollow with planks. Moreover, he made the basin of bronze with its base of bronze from the mirrors of the serving women who served at the doorway of the tent of meeting. Then he made the courtyard for the south side. The hanging of the courtyard were of fine twisted linen, 100 cubits. Their 20 pillars and their 20 bases were made of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their bands were of silver. For the north side there was 100 cubits. Their 20 pillars and their 20 bases were of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and the bands were of silver. For the west side there were hangings of 50 cubits with their 10 pillars and their 10 bases. The hooks of the pillars and their bands were of silver. For the east side, 50 cubits. The hangings for the one side of the gate were 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and their 3 bases. And so for the other side. On both sides of the gate of the courtyard were hangings of 15 cubits, with their 3 pillars and their 3 bases. All the hangings of the courtyard all around were of fine twisted linen, and the bases of the pillars were of bronze, the hooks of the pillars and their bands of silver, and the overlaying of their tops of silver, and all of the pillars of the courtyard were furnished with silver bands. Now the curtain of the gate of the courtyard were the work of the weaver, of violet, purple, and scarlet material, and fine twisted linen. And the length was 20 cubits, and the height was 5 cubits, corresponding to the hangings of the courtyard. Their 4 pillars and their 4 bases were of bronze, and their hooks were of silver, and the overlaying of their tops and their bands were of silver. All the pegs of the tabernacle and of the courtyard all around were of bronze. This is the number of things for the tabernacle of the testimony, as they were counted according to the command of Moses, for the service of the Levites by the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. Now Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made everything that the Lord had commanded Moses. With him Oholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, and a graver and a skilled embroiderer, and a weaver in violet, in purple, and in scarlet material, and fine linen. All the gold that was used for the work, in all the work of the sanctuary, which was the gold of the wave offering, was 29 talents, and 730 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. And the silver of those of the congregation who were counted was 100 talents, and 1,775 shekels according to the shekel of the sanctuary. A bekah, a head, that is half a shekel, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. Assessed to each one who passed over, to those who were counted from 20 years old and upwards, for 603,550 men. The 100 talents of silver were used for casting the bases of the sanctuary and the bases of the veil. 100 bases for the 100 talents, and a talent for a base. And of the 1,775 shekels, he made hooks for the pillars and overlaid their tops and made bands of them. And the bronze of the wave offering was 70 talents and 2,400 shekels. With it he made the bases to the doorway of the tent of meeting, and the bronze altar, and its bronze grating, and all the utensils of the altar, and the bases of the courtyard all around, and the bases of the gate of the courtyard, and all the pegs of the tabernacle, and all the pegs of the courtyard all around.